Okay guys, today we're gonna go over the Displace map and also the simple way to make a bone system in 3D Max. And let's delete all this stuff and start over. So when you start working on 3D Max, every time I say this, work on a unit. So make sure you set up the unit. Okay? And we're gonna go to create, go to shape, rectangle shape. We're gonna create a panel 4 feet by 4 feet. Okay, and let's move this guy to origin point. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put edit poly modifier on top. So now you get this surface. Let's open edge sub object. Select at one edge, drag this thing down, do ring. You click ring, you right click on this screen and do connect. Okay, alright, and what's that? So you connect the line, and next thing what you're gonna do is check on animate mode. On top here, on the right top, animate mode. Right click, let's do chamfer and open that box. Okay, chamfer this edge. Click OK. So let's put the other edit poly and use edge sub object mode. Select on this direction and do ring. Same thing, right click, connect. Okay, so let's move this guy down here. So now you divide that surface. Let's change the color to red so you guys can see it. So after that, click add polygon sub object. Okay, select this polygon. Alright, and just that's it, and just rename this guy select or select surface. Okay, and next thing what we're gonna do at this point, let's put the other edit poly. That's it. Okay, open the snap and copy this guy, create the pattern. Let's do copy. Let's do 20 by 20. Okay, so now you got this pattern. Select them all. Let's group them. After you group them, you put edit poly on top of that group and open the plus. Select polygon sub object. So based on last time you selected polygon and you put the other edit poly to reset, so you still have ability to select the last polygon that you select after you put in a group. So when you click on this polygon and you just go to edit like polygon sub object mode, it's all this polygon number all selected, and you can put displace map, displace modifier, sorry, displace modifier. Okay, and let's change parameter here. So now you can see in perspective that that polygon that you select can move. Okay, the next thing what we're gonna do, make it more interesting, is use a bitmap. You can use any gradient map. You can browse. I have some in desktop, so you can do this guy, or this guy. You can see that now the push and pull value change based upon that gradation, like the gradient map that you have. Okay, so if you, let's change the value so you can see that. And you also can play around with cylinder, spherical, but at this point let's do planar. Okay, and you can change the length and width for this, so you can play around with variation. If you would like to make animation based upon this, you can set a key down here, so you have a timeline, right? And you can play with this parameter and you can record that video. Okay, so you also can play with U and V map. Alright, so that's a displace modifier. And after you got to this point, you random that pattern on the push and pull value that you have. We're gonna flow this object to the surface. Like the last time we taught you the patch deform, right? But this time we're gonna go a little bit further. We're gonna create, let's create the line that can control the bone. So let's go to shape, and I just select online. Let's create any shape. All right. Let's attach them all. Okay. So at this point, we're gonna copy this spline as a reference model. So clone object, check reference, and you can do this guy like line 2 is okay, just okay. And now you can see that you have the black tab. So this guy reference from this spline. So let's change the color to red. So whatever I work on this object, okay, let's open this guy. Okay, show vertex number. So whatever I work and manipulate on this object change. So this is the power of reference model. Okay, so at this point, whatever you do, let's put edit spline modifier. So you have edit spline on top of that reference object, right? And if you click on vertex sub object mode, you select this guy, you change, but the reference model doesn't change. So you have ability to control. So let's put cross section and surface modifier on top of this thing. So now you got the surface, and let's put patch deform, edit patch. Let's put edit patch. Okay, so you have this reference spline. You can play around with this guy, change the system, or you can even select all the vertices that you have. You put twist modifier or any operation that you would like to play with. You can randomly select just only this, the vertices number 1, 5, and 3, and you can do displace map. You change the strength, and let's change the axis to, okay, let's see, change this guy to, okay, alright. So you can see only number that you select affect to the model, and you can also apply that gradation map in this bitmap. You can just select anything. Let's see, this guy. Alright, and you can play with parameter here, the length and width. And next thing what we're gonna do, we're gonna float that object. Oops. Okay, this guy on top of that surface. So select that group that you have displace map. Go to modifier list and put patch deform modifier. Okay, pick patch. Select that patch. Alright. So now let's align this object. Go to align on top. Select that surface. Let's check center to center. Or center to pivot point. Sometimes it's not go to center for some reason. And now let's move this. Stretch this guy. Okay. Oops. What happened with this? Something go off. Okay. Displace value. Let's go. Patch deform. For some reason, I will apply that displace map later. Okay, let's move this thing back to original point. Let's delete that displace map. Okay, and let's put patch deform. Pick patch. Okay, align this guy. Okay, so now it's aligned. Let's isolate this model and stretch this guy. Okay. I can't see if it's the wrong side of rotation or not. My screen is pretty small. Okay. Oops. Something off here. Rotate.
Anything to do with the fact that those polygons you had selected? It seems like that's what pulled out.
Yeah, maybe. Let's try fix this guy. So unselect this polygon. Okay. Let's apply patch deform again. Pick patch. Okay, let's see. Okay, Jesus is right, because the selection of the polygon. Okay, so now you can stretch this guy in U and V direction, and you can align this guy to the surface. And you can apply, let's put edit poly on top. And select polygon sub-object. And now let's put displace modifier. Change the strength and also bitmap this guy. If you have an image that you got it from your diagram or any pattern in nature that you got, you can apply that to this map. But make sure it's all like black and white. And you can change the strength. You can play with parameter here. Let's reset this guy with edit poly. So now you got this pattern, and you can add shell modifier later, and you also have ability to control this object with that system. You can animate this guy. Alright. Okay.